So obviously many people are saying that the 2023 NBA draft class is super stacked with a whole bunch of talent that can one day become NBA superstars. But the top two guys in this draft are above everyone else in my opinion, and we've already talked about Victor Wembanyama, who by many is the projected number one pick in this class. But what if I told you there was someone else? Someone who could be the number one pick in this draft, not named Victor Wembanyama. Because this star prospect point guard could end up being that guy, and he goes by the name of Scoot Henderson. Henderson was ranked as one of the best players in the country back in high school. He then decided to go ahead and play for the G League Ignite team this past season at just 17 years old, and he was by far one of the more talented players on that team at such a young age. He averaged 14, 5, and 3 on 43% shooting, but it wasn't the stats that were eye-popping for him. It was his on-court play and demeanor, because for a 17-year-old who also was 18 at one point during the year, he showed he can hang around with guys that are basically pro level. Scoot is a high-level athlete for a 6'3 guard, and his quickness is on another level compared to other potential guard prospects in this draft class, which obviously makes him a major threat in transition, and also being able to break defenses down in the half court as well. Scoot is able to control his speed and pace himself to whatever he feels is the right pace for that moment of the game, whether that's going really fast or slowing it down. He's also an elite ball handler, which allows him to get to his spots easily, get to the basket, which is another major plus in Scoot Henderson's game, because his finishing ability that he showed this past season for the G League Ignite, he showed that he can finish in a lot of different ways around the rim. And for someone that is only 6'3", that is a special ability to have. We look at the guys like Kyrie Irving, for example. He makes those crafty layups look easy, and he knows how to avoid guys trying to create charging fouls by using those crafty finishes that we just mentioned. Scoot is also a solid playmaker as well. I wouldn't consider him a playmaking guard first. He's more of your modern day kind of point guard, but make no mistake about it, he can definitely find guys in the half-court set, whether he's finding cutters or finding open shooters. Scoot also showed this past season the ability to hit mid-range jumpers at a high level as well, whether that was breaking down the defense on his own and pulling up for a mid-range jumper, or using screens to get to that spot and knock down the jumper either way. Henderson just got that feel to score inside the arc, and he displayed that a lot this past season for the G League Ignite team. But the one area I would say Scoot has to get better at or more consistent in is knocking down the three-point shot at a decent rate, because he shot 17% from 3 on 2 attempts per game this past season. And if he wants to take his game to the next level, then this is something he will have to get better at to become a star one day at the NBA level, because as we all know, star NBA guards, a majority of them, have the three-point shot in their bag and can score at basically all 3 levels, and Scoot already got 2 of those levels down pat, finishing around the rim and hitting those mid-range jumpers. But if he can stretch the floor and hit threes at a high rate, it's over. You don't know how to guard him because he's so quick and he's got that great handling ability, and also the ability to finish at the rim at any time he wants for a smaller guard. But as for right now, Scoot Henderson still got one more season for the Ignite coming real soon. So you would hope, and he would hope, that he shows those improvements this upcoming season, and if he does, then he could potentially make the number one pick projections in this draft board real interesting later on down the line. I mean, a lot of people see Wembanyama as the overwhelming favorite for the pick. I do right now too, because of the abilities that he has, of the size that he has. But Scoot Henderson is a guy that many people have been talking about as someone that can potentially climb to that number one spot real quick, and he can make it really interesting. A lot of people have been saying it for quite some time now, and I think Scoot Henderson, if he shows that improvement this coming season, he's definitely a guy to watch for in the NBA draft, as he's most likely going to be a top 3 pick in the 2023 NBA draft next June. Anyways, that's going to do it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Link will be down in the description below. This has been a checkup where we talk hoops and hoops only. and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.